Man, they're giving us all sorts of time to prepare for this one. A Philip Morris production.
Another world, another time.
I'm guessing this was the original concept for Thriller.
You lied, Dr. Loomis. The evil still exists.
Yeah, the first edition had real heads bouncing around, so they had to tone it down a little bit. Dr. Olin has a PhD in LSD, apparently. Hey, Casper went to mime school.
Sally's looking hot tonight, eh, Jasper?
Halloween is really a special time, isn't it? Especially for me. You can see why if you know who I am. Look up a little. That's me, a jack-o'-lantern. At Halloween time every year, I sit up here and watch everybody go by. It's a nice and scary time, isn't it? All those wonderful costumes and masks and makeup.
And all the neighborhood hoodlums tearing everything
Halloween
up.
is. I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween.
Like taking Christianity
Those kinds of things
seriously.
scare me too, but in a different way. For instance, look next door. That's where Corey lives.
I peep
Corey,
here
have you
often.
got that pumpkin ready yet?
Corey's going to carve a pumpkin with her dad.
Weighs
Michael Winslow.
50 pounds.
That's a big one. It probably weighs close to that.
Dad, you said you'd stop making
Come on,
fun
get
of my
it
butt.
Get the paper straightened out.
How's that?
That's fine.
Let me
Have you
get my
decided what kind of face
sledgehammer.
you're gonna make on it yet?
No, Michael, stop.
Now, a pumpkin's not easy to carve. I know that. You need the proper tools. But first you have to draw a face that you can carve.
Be careful.
Corey's doing that.
Try not to sniff the marker when drawing the face.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can cut the top off now.
Then you cut the top off so you can scoop out the inside.
No!
It takes a sharp knife.
You'll never take my
And you know sharp knives can be dangerous if they're not used right. I'm glad that Corey's father is helping her. It's much safer that way.
Eager to get inside?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that off.
The Jeffrey Dahmer School of Cooking.
You ever seen the inside of a pumpkin before?
Yeah.
I dropped a few from an overpass this morning. Splattered all over the cars.
Let's start cleaning it out.
Getting my inside scooped out tickles me. It'd tickle you too, if you were a pumpkin. So far it's been fun.
Hollowing out my
But look
family
at
and
Corey's
such.
hand. Kinda gooey, isn't it? Corey is going to carve the face with a small knife. Can you imagine how that knife could slip and maybe cut her?
Mm-hmm. Yes, very nice.
I hope Corey will do the safe thing.
Gotta wash away the evidence.
Man, those are some
Good,
80s
that's
paper
a lot
towels.
A clean, dry hand can hold a knife safely and cut with it safely too. Cut slowly, carefully, in small slices, and always cut away from yourself.
You're now fully trained to join the Sharks.
Make sure there's an adult, or someone a lot older than you, who can help you if you need help. That's the safe way to carve a pumpkin. I'm glad Corey isn't going to spoil her Halloween fun.
By actually doing anything.
Carve carefully.
Michael
That's
and
one way to have a
Beyonce
Halloween
before
that's
the
fun
fight's over
and
money.
safe. But what about having a candle burning inside your pumpkin? Well, I'm sitting on brick. But a candle and a pumpkin on a wooden porch might not be safe at all. A flashlight could be a lot safer then. But it's best to stay away from lighted candles that are inside or outside of jack-o'-lanterns. You know why.
Because fire is evil!
Well, not everybody carves a pumpkin on Halloween, but just about everybody does dress up in a costume. For instance, look across the street there.
Why, there's Satan all dressed up like an angel of light.
Do you see what I see? That robot is Jeremy in his costume.
It's Dork!
What's a robot?
Oh, Jessica, it's you. How do you like my costume? You look great.
You look like a baked potato!
Well, it may look great from the outside, but from the inside, things don't look very good at all.
Oh,
Jeremy
Jessica,
can't
you
see
look
very
way
well
better
with
now.
his robot head on.
He can't see
And
his
I don't think the
sister's
rest
mullet,
of his
for
costume
instance.
lets him walk very well. He can't bend his knees.
How are you going to walk in that? I don't know.
Don't eat me!
It's hard for Jeremy to keep his balance.
I just wet the floor.
If Jeremy went out like that, he might keep losing his balance all the time.
Because all the cool kids
He
would be
might fall
pushing him
just
down all
anywhere,
the time.
and probably everywhere. Sidewalks hurt you when you fall on them, and so do streets. And streets are especially dangerous to fall down on.
But jumps are the worst.
Jeremy
to fall
has to be
down
able
on.
to walk better if he doesn't want to spoil his Halloween fun. There, that's better.
It's a
A
robot with
costume
leg
shouldn't
warmers.
make you trip or fall. That's not safe. It should be easy for you to move in your costume. And you have to be able to see where you're going.
Look, Jessica.
A mask that makes it hard to see could get you into all kinds of trouble.
I see like
There,
Geordie
that's
LaForge
much
now.
Jeremy can see well now and move safely in his costume too.
Now I'm gonna try that.
Oh, but look at Jessica. She can't see much with her mask on.
It's too big for me.
A monster needs an ugly face.
So here's Mom
But
to
does it have to
provide
be a mask?
inspiration.
Makeup can be just as good, and it's always just the right size for you. Just don't get it in your eyes.
Okay.
Now the kids at school will believe I
If
have
you're not too
domestic
good at putting
problems.
on makeup, get an adult to help you. Make sure your mask and costume let you see well and walk well, and they won't spoil your fun on Halloween. Of course, the reason you get all dressed up at Halloween is so you can have fun going trick-or-treating.
And dressing up like Gene Simmons.
Grrr.
Yep, Gene Simmons.
And I like to see all the children out in their costumes. But when I see them, I always hope they don't forget all they know about crossing streets safely.
Who's dressed up like
I
Little
hope
Red
you don't
Viking Hood?
That's especially important when drivers can't see you well.
Eye of the tiger,
And for you to
it's
see the
thrill
cars
of
well,
the fight,
it's a good idea to take
rising
off your
up
mask
to
when you
the
cross.
challenge of our rival.
Even though it may not be
And
night yet,
the last
it's dark
known
enough to make
survivor
things
stops his
outdoors
prey
hard to
in the
see.
night, and
You
he's
and the cars.
watching us all
It
with
makes me so
the
happy when I see children look to their
eye of
left
the
for cars,
tiger.
then right for cars,
Hey, is that Alyssa Milano?
then left again before they cross.
No, it's just Jamie Gertz.
You mustn't forget all the safety rules you know on Halloween, and especially because it's dark. It's safest not to cross between parked cars. That can be very dangerous. And don't cut across yards or empty lots. When it's dark, you can't see what's there.
Are they going Halloweening in Harlem?
Remembering safety rules is very important on Halloween. There's something else that can help keep you safe outside when it's dark.
A shotgun.
You'll see right away.
And being quicker on the draw.
Yes, just as I thought. They're coming up my walk now. The people who live in my house like to take pictures of the children who come by.
They're on government watch lists.
If anyone's inclined to moon us, now's the time.
Who wants milk duds in their basket?
Now you'll see what there is about their costumes that makes it easier for drivers to see them when it's dark.
They're all on road construction
Do you see how
crews.
easy it is to see the bright colors in the costumes? Bright colors are easier to see at night than dark colors are. But there's something else. Some parts seem to glow from the camera flash. That's how those parts will look when car headlights shine on them.
As they run them over.
Those are just pieces of special tape that reflect light very well. You can put tape like that on your costume and on your trick-or-treat bag.
And over your
Some
friends'
costumes
mouths.
already have reflecting material on them. Making your costume and your bag easy to see makes you easy to see. And that's a good way to help make Halloween safe. The safer Halloween is, the more fun it is, for you and for me.
I stole his watch!
That's what I think. But some people have a strange idea of fun. They think it's fun to mess up other people's things with paint. They don't think about how the people feel whose things are ruined.
They're called politicians.
And some people think it's fun to throw things at cars and houses and buildings.
They're called the rest of society.
But the people whose things they're messing up don't. I don't either.
They egged
It
Peter
isn't fun
Sagal's
to
wall.
spoil other people's things and make them unhappy. Some people even think it's fun to smash pumpkins.
Billy Corgan does.
Oh no, that's not fun. Not for all the people who work so hard carving pumpkins, and especially not for us pumpkins.
You win this round, Jack.
Whew, wow, that was close. Some people don't know what fun really is. I do, and I'll bet you do too.
A good game of
And I know
co-ed
they do.
twister.
Trick-or-treating is always fun. But there are some things you should remember to help keep it fun. One thing is to always go out with friends. And have an adult come along, too. Don't ever trick-or-treat alone.
If you have no friends, this would be an excellent time to learn about life.
And if someone you don't know very well invites you in,
Look, tonight. Would you like to come in? I have more treats inside.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
that's right. Say, no thanks.
Get in here, you little cretins,
And don't
before I
eat the
eat you
treats
all
while
right
you're
on my
collecting them.
doorstep.
Stay in your own neighborhood. Don't get too far from home. Don't worry, you'll collect enough treats.
Whoa, sugar rush kicking in.
People are expecting you.
Hey, where'd you just at my
And
side
even
door?
if you don't stop at houses with no outside lights on,
Got
which you
deigned
should,
to do the
you'll have
soundtrack
a
for this
wonderful
part.
time at Halloween. Some of you will probably still be out when it's really dark. That's when flashlights are an especially good idea. To help you watch out for places you might fall or stumble over if you didn't see them.
Or to
But
reminisce
remember,
about the dark side of
don't
the moon
shine those
movie.
flashlights into anybody's eyes, especially a driver's eyes. That could be dangerous.
But lots of fun.
Go!
It isn't hard to have a safe Halloween. Just look how easy it is to see those children
Ooh,
when they
Flora
cross.
George has like
They wouldn't want
300
an accident
points.
to spoil their Halloween fun. I wouldn't want that to happen either. Trick-or-treating is almost over this Halloween for Corey and Jessica and Jeremy.
Hey, we're having
It's
fun,
almost time for
huh?
them to head for home. But what do you do with all the treats you've collected? A lot of them are things to eat, of course.
Others
But
you can
don't eat
shove
them
up
all.
Jimmy's nose.
At least not right away. That's
Save
for
some
sure.
for next Halloween.
And there might be some you won't want to eat at all.
Kind of gooey. It was
Get a
probably
grown-up to help you decide, or at least someone a lot older than you.
Let's get rid of that.
You see, some
is it
people think
candy?
it's fun
I
to
want
play
it all.
tricks with your treats. Watch out for candy wrappers that have been torn or punctured. That might be a sign of tampering.
If it's from Joe Don Baker's house, it might just be an
There might
empty
be things in
wrapper
the
to begin
candy.
with.
So break open candy bars before you eat them. Cut fruit into pieces before you eat it, just in case something's been stuck in it. Watch out for things that look like candy, but might be medicines or drugs, or even poisons. Don't eat anything that doesn't look right. If it looks funny,
Stupid
it might not be
birds.
so funny.
Don't eat
if you
candy
ate it.
that looks like your number 2.
Treats are so much fun to collect. It'd be awful to have them spoil your Halloween fun by making you sick.
How about
Corey's treats won't make her sick, and I hope yours won't make you sick either.
Or will they?
I hope you can have the most fun you've ever had this Halloween. Halloween can be a scary time, not because of witches or ghosts that we know aren't real, but because of real things that can spoil our fun.
Like the NFL
Just
lockout.
remember these few important
Selfish
things
jerks.
I've told you about. Carve your pumpkin carefully.
Ah, you're not an optician!
Make sure that you can see,
Listen to disco music.
and make sure people can see you.
Dress like a homeless person.
Remember all your safety rules, and take off your mask when you cross a street.
Sally, that's your Peter Pan costume from the school play!
Trick or treat in your own neighborhood, and don't keep any treats that don't look right.
And don't let your friends get any candy whatsoever.
If you can do all that, then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween, right? Right.
There's the LSD kicking in.
Oh yes, gotta love last-minute character introductions.
Tune in to our 3rd edition to learn how to make those special brownies for your holiday party.
Have a fun and a safe Halloween.
I'll possess you if you don't.
Obese, anorexic, obese, anorexic, obese, anorexic.